Welcome to Center Ground, your home for unfiltered discussion, where we tackle today's most talked about topics, break down current events, and give our take on the internet's latest foolishness. Tune in and let's find some common ground. Let's get this party started.
Welcome back to the Center Ground podcast. I am your host, Bootsy. Today we are reviewing Older Women Got Problems. Sarah infuriated after her man dropped the truth. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting because that lady, I don't like her advice. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. This is brought to you by Shaq, aka Doodlebait. So let's play this out.
If all that you're waiting for is your money to get right to make that commitment, you probably don't really value that woman. She hasn't brought the inspiration that's going to push you to the next level. And
Let me just throw this out here from the start. This is the same woman who says she can't date a man that makes less than her. I'm just going to throw that out there before she even gets started. Her advice contradicts with the way she lives. Just needed to throw that out there.
And so she's there because she's allowing you to be there and waste her time. And so I think we as women, not to say that there's a time limit and there's no right way, because all relationships are different and they're all subjective and they all take time. And the younger you are, the more time that you should take. But if you're an adult, I personally think if you're over the age of 35 and you're in
Let me cut her off there. I think the younger you are, the more time you should take to get to know the people who you're with. And even as you get older, I still think you should take around 2.5 years to get to know people, because according to psychology, it takes around 2.5 years for people to start showing their true colors. So when people get married after like 6 months, I'm like, you got married to a stranger. But I'm going to let her continue.
intentional dating, 3 years is too long. Get somebody else to do it. You know, get a 25-year-old, get a 27-year-old.
All right, so I have to interrupt it again. So she's saying 3 years is too long to date someone. No, it is not. No, it is not. And you don't know people. You starting to connect yourself with them after knowing them for a year and a half. You know how much you can hide in a damn year? You can hide a whole family for a year. There's people who have done it for 20, right? So you can hide a family for a year. You think waiting a year, 2 years to get to know someone, 3 years is too long. And mind you, y'all taking advice from a woman that's not married. This woman is not married. I don't think she's ever been married. Who knows if she'll ever be married? According to this video, she's with her man in this video. So I want to see what kind of guy he is. He wouldn't surprise me if he's a weak guy who, you know, like the guys who tell people exactly what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. It would not surprise me. And it's probably a guy who has a little bit of money, which is the only reason she's with him. And I'm not saying that to judge her. I'm literally taking her words where she says she can't be with a man that makes less than her. But we're supposed to take advice from this clown because she's a quote unquote doctor. But she thinks 3 years is too long to get to know someone, to truly get to know someone. Give me a break.
Get a 23-year-old. They got.
And here's the other part. You don't wait 3 years to just a stranger. You vet people. You try to get a better understanding of what's good for you and your life long term. And then if someone fits the bill, then you vet those people for 2.5 years, 3 years, however long it takes. But you can't put a time limit on when a man proposes to you. You get into that mode, you're going to end up 30-something like this woman still trying to figure it out. So that's a little fatherly advice for the ladies that's listening.
That time to waste and to have fun and just see how it's going to go. But if you're an older adult, be intentional or don't. Which brings me to a question for you.
Wait, before you get to what you just said, when you say be intentional, do you actually mean what intentional means when you say that? Because it sounds somewhat like shaming a little bit. Give me a second. Done on purpose and deliberate. Okay, yeah, okay. A person can intentionally date you for 3 years. And let's say go past that. Because if you want to be honest, Sarah, you ain't supposed to be out here looking for marriage like in your 30s. You're supposed to already have a guy. I'm just saying, sorry to y'all who don't got one, my bad. But you're supposed to have a guy. A lady supposed to have a kid by 27. You're 27, you're supposed to be having a kid. 28. When you hit 30, if you ain't in a real relationship, I'm letting you know right now, this thing that people keep saying about, oh, we supposed to be together for like a little bit of time. Now, this is for people who messed up and you got a speed trial.
Yeah, I agree with him wholeheartedly there. This is when people mess up so bad that they know the clock is running. And it's funny because she started off saying there's no time limit, yet she's trying to rush people. This is why you got to be careful when you listen to these clowns, especially when they're unmarried. And it's funny because I know what people are going to say. Y'all don't mind taking advice from Kevin Samuels. He wasn't married or he was divorced twice or whatever his story was, right? I think people constantly, since we're taught that we're all equal, even though no one is ever treated as an equal, we're taught that everything is the same amongst men and women, and it's not. The way that men view relationships and marriage is not the same as the way that women view relationships and marriage. Male bodies, physiology, does not change the same as female physiology. Men's timeline is not the same as female timeline. You don't believe me? Doesn't Robert De Niro have a small child and this man is like 100,000 years old? How many old women who are great grandmas is out here with a small baby? It could happen, but how many? Like, let's be all the way real. We're not on the same timeline. Although I think it's selfish to have a kid that old, we're just not on the same timeline.
Asking for a speedy trial right now. This was court. That's what you're asking for. You think I can actually get to know somebody before 3 years? Really think about that. You saying you got to really know somebody before the end of high school. Freshman, sophomore, junior. You really know this person. No. You don't really know.
That's a good analogy.
I have 2 questions. Remind me about the thing I just already forgot that I asked you to remind me about. But my second question is,
I forgot the question already.
damn, both of us, we just tore up. But this is what I will say, because technically, according to the internet, I'm cooked. I'm above 35. I've never been married. I don't have children, which says I'm a red flag. Why would you, a man that has all of these...
I remember that I knew a lady like this, and I remember saying this years ago. It was like on MySpace or some Facebook, maybe early Facebook days. Yeah, I said MySpace, but early Facebook days. I said, I think if a woman is meets a certain age criteria, doesn't have any kids, doesn't have anything, it's a red flag to most men. And they get upset when you say that. And it's because they don't fully understand, right? Men are so easy. Like women love highlighting and glorifying themselves based on the amount of men they get. Like, you shouldn't be glorifying quantity. You should be glorifying quality for women when it comes to men. Because men are so damn easy. So since men are easy, the fact that so many men have thrown themselves to you and you just was like, no, nope, 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 nope. In most cases, that means you've either went through all of those men, which is problematic, or you thought you were better than everybody around you, which too can be viewed as problematic.
These options, a lot of the options, also indulged in some options. Why would you choose a woman
See what I mean?
that is 37 instead of a woman that is 27? Is that a good question?
That's an amazing question.
That is a good question. It's a good one. Whoever wrote that one. Why would I? Just saying an age is one thing.
Before he goes in, he's trying to figure out an adequate answer that won't make her upset. You can tell he's not going to say the answer he would say in front of his boys, which is why men like hang around with their boys, by the way, because they can be honest. He's trying to figure out a way to speak without offending her, because he knows she's in an advanced age. And if he glorifies the young girls too much, it's going to hurt her. And he's not trying to offend her or hurt her.
It's who's the age attached to. You know, this age that we talk about, 37, is attached to Sarah. Like, it ain't too many of you at any age. So
BS.
wherever you can get her at, you better take her. You know, I just
BS.
so happy to get.
I disagree.
See what I mean? He said that to make her feel good. Look at her face. She's so happy. She is ecstatic at what he said. But what he said is a load of crap. And here's why. There's plenty of women like her. There's plenty of single mothers or single women just like this woman. There's plenty of women who wear the same makeup, same hairstyle, same body type, same look, same everything, same attitude, same mentality. There's plenty of hers. And we're starting to see a growing number of women like her. I don't think she's that special. Maybe she has more financial success than the average woman. Maybe she has more like popularity than the average woman, but that's about it. But those don't help you with your relationship.
that, but I guess this is just his opinion. 37? I guess he don't care for kids. If you're a man who don't want kids, like you don't want a legacy, all right, cool, whatever. But you don't just take it wherever you can get them. I don't agree with that. I would never tell young men that. Young men that want kids.
I would have took you at 27. I would have took you at, whenever I can get you.
She wouldn't have took him though.
But at the same time, now that I have you at 37, the benefits of that, I would say you are wise.
Thank you.
You are, like, we talk about a lot of stuff.
She's not wise.
Not just business wise, just, different experiences that you've had.
Let's hold on.
That maybe I haven't had and you can tell me about, or you really know yourself now. Like,
None of this is
I'll
wisdom,
never
by
go
the
for
way.
this, or I've already tried this before and I know I would never do that. So you know yourself so well, and the experiences that you coming with are like super valuable.
He ain't say nothing. But wisdom and knowledgeable are not the same thing. I think what he meant to say was she's knowledgeable, which everything he said could quantify. You could say like, all right, from what he said, yeah, someone who has what he just mentioned, that's knowledgeable. That doesn't mean that she's wise.
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. It don't sound like you really like her that much.
OD.
Like she has life experiences and she's been to places or knows things that you don't know. It sounds like she's the guy of this situation. If I want to be honest with you, ain't that what women like in men? That men have experiences that they don't have. Didn't sound like she's a good nurturer. She's a lady that really like kids, so she can take care of kids. It don't sound like none of that. But then again, she's 37. I don't think y'all have plans on having kids. This right here makes marriage sounds like a business, like the business that it is, because marriage is a business. It don't sound like you really like her that much if this is all you got.
But why wouldn't you want a young woman who is malleable, like who you can form into whatever it is that you want? Why would you want a woman that's technically cooked? Is there value in a woman that's cooked?
Yeah, the value in your experience, the value in your connections,
Yeah, he'd be struggling to answer those questions more. But I just want to throw this out there, right? Because knowledge is usually just acquired information, is data, right? I'm very knowledgeable in a multitude of things, which is why I can kind of make these videos with one take and just talk. I don't need to go do a bunch of research because I've already done the research. That's what makes me knowledgeable, right? Wisdom is how you leverage that knowledge, right? So I could know certain situations are not, great, and I can avoid them. That's how you leverage wisdom, right? This is a woman who gives relationship advice and she claims to be knowledgeable. She speaks as if she's knowledgeable. And we got to get out of just because people say things with conviction, that means they know what the hell they're talking about. But she speaks from a place of knowledge, or she tries to make it seem like she's speaking from a place of knowledge when she speaks on relationships, but she doesn't have the result. And she doesn't have the results because she lacks the wisdom to perform and to obtain that job that she's claiming she's trying to get or get for other women. I just wanted to throw that out there. There is a huge difference between wisdom and knowledge. So just to show things, like he proved that she's knowledgeable on a subject. That's what he did. But wisdom,
Business.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in you.
Okay. Well, why not someone that's 27?
A 27-year-old don't got connections. They don't have the business stuff. I'm not trying to mess with y'all, okay? I hope y'all two do good, okay? And say,
well, and here's the problem. And this is why I say, and I think history has shown that it's better to meet people when you're young than to try to force it when you're older. Doesn't mean it won't work. It's just easier when you meet when you're younger. Now, here's the thing. When you meet somebody in an advanced age, you might have to pay for all of the sins of the men before you. You might. You might have to pay for the issues and the damage that went unresolved from her mother, from her father, from her brothers, from her boyfriends, from any other trauma, abuse, anything in between. Now, here's the thing. One thing I believe, and I could be wrong, but here's what I believe. I believe when young men connect themselves with young women at a young age, young men, their presence alone protects some young women from certain things. It keeps you out of the club. It keeps you from getting drunk at 29 and sleeping with a bunch of people. It keeps you from making a lot of mistakes. Because when you're building something, and I mean, when you two are around the same age and you both are on the same page, you two are building something for each other. You don't have time for the nonsense. But when you're single, you tend to do a bunch of dumb stuff, a lot of destructive stuff. You don't do that when you're building with someone else, especially when y'all both are on point and y'all constantly with each other. That's not just something you do. So is it better to meet someone at 27, especially if you're 27? Absolutely. People can, change their words to make people comfortable. I'm not very good at that, so I'm not going to do that. Can it work when you're 37, 35, whatever? Yes, it can work. It's just less likely to work. So the advice is always going to be do it when you're younger, not when you're older. Sorry for the rant, but I needed to say it.
I'm happy that you took your makeup off. I don't know why you put it back on. You should take it back off. You look good, Sarah, without makeup.
Yeah, they have the same connections.
I mean, connections take time, so. It's
more than
it's
3 years. I'll tell you that much.
Tell me the cons.
The cons with a 27-year-old.
For both.
I'm just going to throw this out there. You see why he reverted back to 27. Remember when I said he's trying his hardest to think of reasons and ways to not offend her? That's all he's doing. This whole conversation, he's trying to make her feel good. And when men have conversations with women with the sole purpose of just trying to make them feel good, you do a bunch of damage that you don't realize, because instead of telling her the truth, he's telling her what makes her feel good. So now she's going to go out into the world. Well, my man said this, even though it's a damn lie, because he was supposed to be telling her what he liked about her, and he just mentioned a bunch of business propositions. He spoke as if she's his business partner, not his girlfriend. And she didn't catch it because it made her feel good, which will damage her in the long run. And I could just keep going in circles, but I'm just going to let the video play.
Let's do 37. Okay. The cons in a 37-year-old.
Now, Sarah, you clearly see that he don't feel comfortable. Why are you doing this? He is trying to read you right now.
Yeah.
Read something. He's trying to read the room.
He's trying to avoid it.
But you clearly see he's not comfortable. Leave that man alone. He over here lost. He's lost like a child in this room. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It looks like she's about to start mentally whipping him, like giving him lashes.
What's your name? She is.
Kunta Kinte.
Your name, Dobie.
Sarah, leave him alone. He's scared.
Not necessarily you, but just a 37-year-old. You could be.
I wish we could put a heart rate monitor on this man. I bet you his heart is racing right now because he looked nervous. He looked like he's scared to answer this damn question.
Broken. Like I said, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just a 37-year-old.
Yeah, you are.
Broken?
What? They'll be broken because they're older. The more time you've been on this earth, the more scars you get. Sarah,
yeah.
You ask that question.
This life is hard.
Broken. She's been through so many heartbreaks. The guys that have done it wrong, she could be.
What you meant to say is dicks.
What about your sister?
My sister's been through a lot.
Of dick?
Don't worry. I'll say it for you, brother. Sarah can't scare me. You can't scare me, Sarah. I'll say it for her. She's out here in this world, 37-year-old.
It's true.
Dingus after dingus.
The carousel.
Broken.
Touche. Okay, do the feeling. What if she's not broken? I don't know.
What if she's not broken?
You see how she's trying to get him off it?
More likely to be broken than a 37-year-old.
Yeah, and that's deflection. That's called deflection. You see, she wanted him to answer about the 37-year-old, and the minute he gave an answer she didn't like, she immediately wanted him to get off of it. And this is why it's hard to have certain conversations with women, which is why most men will never tell them the truth. Y'all wonder why men lie to you? This is why. Because if I tell you the truth and you make it a fight, why the hell am I going to keep telling you the truth? Especially if all I want is peace. So you saw how quick she deflected. I think the 27-year-old has more trauma. Dummy, how is someone younger going to have more trauma than someone older? How? You just get more trauma as you get older because life is rough. Life is hard. Hell, just when I was recording my last video, I got bad news. I was trying to get through the video. I got some more bad news. That's trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to get less trauma with my age. I'm going to get more. And the goal is hopefully I'm mature enough to handle said trauma. She could have used that argument, but you don't get less trauma with age, which is, come on now.
You just said, Sarah. That was actually LD, what you just said. You think that a younger person who's been on this earth is more likely to be broken than an older person that's been on this earth. Sarah, the only way what you just said I can possibly make sense, the only way is you have to believe that once you have been
she would have to believe in time machines. That's that's the only way. You need a time machine. You need the damn DeLorean.
traumatized, because that's what being broke is. When we talk about relationship stuff, when you're broke, you're traumatized. Once you have been traumatized, you believe you can be untraumatized. Nope, Sarah, that's not how that works. Because let me use an example for you. When you touch that hot stove and it burns you, how do you unlearn that stove is going to burn you if you touch it? That's
How do you
part of
fix the
trauma.
scar
Trauma
tissue?
has a positive and a negative. There's positive traumas. Knowledge is a gift and it's a curse, Sarah. It's a curse. A person can be happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Shaq's analogies. I got burn marks on me from when I was a kid. They don't go away. Like your skin never grows back the exact same way. They might grow back, but they don't grow back the same way. The same thing goes for life. Life will scar you. Those scars don't go away. They don't. You can learn from them. They can be your battle scars, but they don't go away. And they shouldn't, because you should grow and learn from them. But you ain't gonna have less scars at 37 than you got at 27. Like, unless you got new skin.
Growing old and passing away with their family and their children. Check this out. If you find out that your wife has someone else's kid, so that's not yours, that's knowledge. You have knowledge now. Is that person gonna be happier or the other one gonna be happier? Ignorance is bliss. That was crazy what she just said. It actually was quite disturbing.
Because a 27-year-old is still figuring themselves out. A 37-year-old, we know who we are. We're not getting broken anymore.
That statement alone just told us you're broke.
That's
You're
not
getting broken
true.
anymore. You're broke. Yeah. A 27-year-old can get broke. Don't mean they are broke.
Bro, look at Vivica A. Fox. Isn't she like 60? That's way past 30. Like, come on now. Like, they just make stuff up. Look at Lisa Ray. She's another prime example, right? Just broken. Like, got issue after issue. K. Michelle. She over 30, right? Issue after issue. Like, I don't know why y'all listen to these people. Like, if you really break down what they say, and that's why I like pausing the video, because when you really pause stuff, some people can't process this data as quickly. So in real time, I have the ability to do that. Possibly because I work in technology and sometimes you got to figure stuff out really quickly. But with this lady, she's saying nonsense that don't make sense. And if you can't catch it in real time, you'll never know, because it sounds good, because she's saying it with conviction. But it's like, look at her face. She don't even look like she believes in what she's saying.
Most likely are.
I think,
I
as a
beg to
woman.
differ. I think a 27-year-old or 25.
I think as a woman, those things do not change trauma or anything she says. Being a woman and being her age doesn't make her right. So that's just a weak, weird argument.
Year-old, like, they haven't seen everything yet. They haven't experienced everything yet. So they don't think the world is, so dark, because they haven't, had their heart broken as many times.
That's changing, though.
They probably have an easier outlook on what a man would do for them, or what a man, does he really love me? I think
he's talking about hope. And there's a reason why young kids are so innocent. It's because they have promise and hope. Young kids don't know how messed up the world is. They don't, so they know how to just be happy. They don't worry about bills. They don't have bills coming. They just know how to be happy. Even poor children tend to be, there's poor children that are happier than rich adults. For real. And that's because of hope. So what he's talking about is hope. They have hope. They have promise. They don't go through stuff, so they still believe that they can be the richest person in the world. They still believe that they're going to have the greatest things in the world, even though everyone is not going to have that. It's hope.
When you're older, sometimes you bring a lot of baggage.
Like what, kids?
I mean, kids is big, or just baggage.
She said kids because she don't have kids.
I'll answer it for you, brother. I don't know why it's so hard.
But yes, it's still kids.
One, not trusting. You know what women say? As soon as they're, oh man, they've been in relationships, I gotta put my walls up. If you're a person, you put walls up, you're traumatized, which means that's baggage. Anything that makes me having to prove myself to you or work harder is baggage. That's baggage. You just don't want to accept it. Because women out here, they believe that, like, oh no, I've been through things, so now I'm smarter, so these things won't happen. What you are is a person who's been through things, so now you set up ways to not go through things anymore, but it don't change the fact that a person who is not going to put you through those things have to find a way around those things.
And that's why we tell young men, do not get with single mothers. It's not a dig or an attack on the women themselves, but because they went through something so hurtful, it might make them screw up your life, because they're trying to see. Let me tell you this. I work with a bunch of employees. They got to do specific jobs for me without getting into it. Like, I'll just say this. I work with contractors a lot, right? And some contractors are good, some are bad. You know who I remember? The bad contractors. So when I have a good contract that starts to exhibit certain behaviors as the bad contractors, I tend to kind of look at the good contractor different. This is how women view relationships. This is how men view relationships. When we are traumatized, we tend to put up walls even when they don't need to be there. This is why some people who have seen their parents go through crap will want to work a full-time job for someone else, stress, struggle, and complain about their job every day, as opposed to relying on one man because they saw one man destroy their mother. That's trauma. And you want to be with the people with the least amount of trauma. This is why, even though I was criticizing Shannon Sharp in one of my last videos for dating someone so young, I mentioned I can understand why some men would take on a younger woman. This is why. I still don't think that they should, but I understand why. Because people get damaged as they get older. They don't get better in most cases as they get older, especially in regards to relationship. Especially if they've been failing for 30 something years. Because think about it. This woman has probably ran through hundreds of men, and it didn't work out. This man that's answering her questions is going to suffer if he's not careful.
Build obstacles. If I'm a person that was not going to do these things to you, it don't change the fact that I had to do an obstacle. So do you understand now? That's baggage. Anytime you make me do an obstacle, like prove to you that I have a job, prove to you that I can take care of you, prove to you that I'll protect you, any of those things, obstacles, which is baggage. Because why do you have that? Because you probably dealt with something or someone told you something what made you set up this obstacle. Baggage.
Exactly.
You don't feel like young women have past traumas?
They just don't have as many because they hadn't lived as long.
Yeah,
So
it's
what's
logic.
that for young women?
A younger woman.
That's just logic and common sense. And I know some women fight logic, but you can't live a successful life continuously fighting logic. It just doesn't work.
Just being naive, being not as stable in life.
He's still trying not to hurt her feelings or offend her.
It kind of sounds like a 27-year-old is better.
They are.
Because what I'm hearing, and y'all tell me.
They are. They are. And it's not to hurt anyone. And it's not to shame anyone for not being able to get it right at an advanced age. But they're just a better option with everything even. They're just a better option. I'll say that. If everything was the same, they're a better option on paper. Does that mean there'd be a better option for every man in real life? Hell no, right? Because some of these younger people are the worst, and they grew up with a different messed up mentality. So I don't know how people make certain dynamics work. But on paper, they look like they are the best option, which is why when you're a man and you're in the dating market and you're looking for someone to actually build with, they tell you not to go with the older woman because of that damage. That's not to hurt the women's feelings, even though they're going to be hurt anyway. So there you have it. You learned something today. Now, what I tell young men, if you're a young man and you're dating someone your age, stick to your age. Like, y'all usually have the same background. Y'all usually went through the same thing. You have the same cultural references. You grew up the same. Y'all pretty much have the same experiences if you lived carefully.
I know you're not talking about me in particular.
Nah, he talking
sounds
about
like more older women come with baggage. They come with more trauma. Yes, they might have more stability, but that's not really something that men are seeking. And it sounds like younger women are more naive, which means they're probably more fun.
And here we go with the naivete. They always use the word naive because it makes them feel good. It has nothing to do with, I guess it is naive because it's like you're unknowing. I guess maybe she's right. Let me shut up.
Which means they probably aren't so set inside of who they are, and they have more time to give you children.
Well, first off, I don't think anyone ever said that they're fun. There is people who say they're fun, but that's not what it's not about them being fun. They're more accepting. Like, they don't come with already of a list of saying that, oh, if these things don't happen, I'm out of here.
Well, let me explain this to you. Imagine you tell your girlfriend who's 27 that you're going to take her out on a vacation to an island she's never been to, and she's happy that, oh my gosh, my boyfriend's going to take me here to here. Now, imagine you try 37, 47, 57. Are you sure? Do you even have the money for it? How are we getting there? It's a different feel, right? So I think that doesn't help the case either. But just throwing that out there. Like me and my wife is the same age. So we had a lot of experiences together. So I think that's wonderful. no one could take that away from us. You get what I'm saying? So we were able to build and grow together, which is why, again, my advice is to stick with your own age, but no one listens.
Here, no, a younger lady is more likely to follow a guy. The older women who are more likely to follow a guy literally have battle scars. They have battle scars. The woman who has 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, she's more likely to attempt to listen or follow you because she don't, it's nothing but darkness down that road to her. So you got those ones who have so many scars that is crazy. They're probably more likely to listen to you. And then you got the young
Nah, they don't
You're
listen.
in the middle. So ain't Sarah a track star anyways? Ain't she a runner? She's a track star.
All good points.
Right. So
What do you mean by a
so
track star?
why would you choose me? Let's take it out of general and make it into you and I, a 37-year-old over a 25-year-old.
She fishing for answers.
I want to know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the age has nothing to do with it. I'm choosing Sarah. Like, I have to get you where I met you at.
Okay, so for a woman, so give me qualities of a me for women to say, okay, this is what I get to work on, so that whether you're 27 or 37,
Oh, I gotta hear
a
this.
man like you that has a ton of options.
Are you trying to force him to say that you're special or something? This is weird. Sarah, what are you doing? You shouldn't have brought your fiance on here and now starting to get upset because she's clearly getting upset. You should not have brought him on here and clearly now getting upset that he's saying that a younger lady, she's easier
Her
to work
fiance,
with.
that's
The
an
older
interesting
women
one.
are usually not easier to work with. But he keeps saying that, no, but Sarah, I picked you because you're Sarah. But you didn't want that answer. Are you about to cause a thing right now?
Yeah, she about to
Because
start a
you
fight, which
want
is
him to say.
She about to start a fight, which is a problem with a lot of older people because they don't believe what you're saying anyway because they've been lied to a lot, which is, again, one of the problems we keep talking about. That's a scar.
Great things about you.
Women literally do everything for you for nothing from you, which is crazy to me. How do they bag that man? Does that question make sense? Like, is that a useful question?
Can you reword it maybe?
Like, for what? Because,
No, it
the
wasn't a good
internet
question.
is weaponizing age and it's weaponizing singleness, and it's making women that are older feel like Paul Pierce says we're cooked. Right? Once we hit 35, really 33, or really 30. Once we hit 30.
The problem is it doesn't matter how you feel. And I get why people want to feel certain things, but it doesn't matter how you feel. The world really does not care how you feel. As much as people like to pretend, it doesn't. And it's like, it don't matter if you feel bad about being cooked or whatever. It's just that most men don't want it. And there's no nice words that's going to soften that. Most men of means and status do not want this lady, which is why she struggled so long. And she said that's her fiance. I could see why she was able to get him, because probably he just liked her. And maybe he's just that guy who wants someone close to his age. There are men like that who exist. However, if she keeps it up, he might realize why it might not be so good to have someone at her age. That's all we're saying.
We're cooked, our eggs are dried up, we're no good, nobody wants us anymore, right? So why have you now, a man that has options? You have money, you have a huge house, you have investments, you're handsome, you're...
And the sad truth is, again, she's only with him because he has money. And I'm not making that up. These are her words.
A man comes along, he's making $70K. He got a vision. He's working towards that day in and day out. But he got all the other intangibles in place. Does he get a chance?
No.
Do you put him on?
No.
Because a lot of y'all are pricing yourselves out of good men.
I would rather be single.
So she said if a man didn't have as much as her or more, she wouldn't do it. So even knowing that, I'm like, I don't know why any man would marry someone like this woman. But again, these women can get married. Will they stay married and will they be happy long term? Most likely not.
6'7" and 3/4. You got a lot of, you surpassed the 4 6s, all of them. And
What are you doing right now? What's happening? Why are you stating all of these things you deem as important, like about him right now? And now you're about to say, yeah, I got you. Like
No, she's buttering him up so that he can give a nice answer for her. It's a simple tactic. Most people do that. They tell you something nice when they want to hear something nice about themselves. They tell you something nice about you so that you can then feel compelled to give them a compliment. A lot of people do it.
still, like, it's getting weird to me. To me, it's getting weird. She's over here treating him like he's like a Pokemon or something. Yeah, I caught his tall ass. Yeah, look at him.
there's way more than that, right? So why would you or someone like you that has options choose to lock in with someone that is older?
So
He already answered this. He answered it. He said,
This kind of remind me, like, when they ask questions like, would you love me if I was a fruit?
"Get connections." He said, you have connections and you're wise.
not just business wise, just different experiences that you've had that maybe I haven't had, and you can tell me about. The value in your experience, the value in your connections. I'm just gonna reword it a little bit. I'm choosing to lock in with
It sounds like he's seeking guidance from her with that verbiage. Or maybe it's just me.
Sarah, right?
Okay.
And what do you do for me? What makes me choose you over anybody else?
Yes.
It's
Connections. He said
the
it.
way you make me feel, like when we together. Just how rare you are, even though the age, having no kids, you know, the life lessons, you know, that you've demonstrated to me just, you know, in the time that we've been together. I just know that with us together, like how stronger I'm going to become because of you.
Boy, I do not like these answers do not sound genuine. He
They
sounds like
don't.
a happy wife, happy life type of guy right now, based off what I'm hearing. He might not be, but it sounds like it.
And it makes sense because that's the kind of person that would be with someone like her. Simply put.
Like the motivation, like the push to, I feel you so happy and jolly that, you know, it just automatically like transitions to me. Like, so, you know, you know, you say it all the time, like I'm a grumpy, whatever. Like you wake up and you like, hello, and all of this, and you know, and that automatically like transitions to me, and it makes me feel in a better place. Like, so it's a lot of, you know, intangible things that I can't even just articulate like
We'll
that.
try for the women
I'm
at
trying.
home because they want to know, how do they get a man? How do they get a 7-figure earning, 6'7" tall, freaking this fit? I ain't gonna talk about what's mine and all the other things. How do they? I'm not, because I don't want nobody gunning for my man. Thank you very much. But
You don't have to brag right now, Sarah. This is just random and wild. Sarah, let's be honest right now. The fact that you think that this is a good idea.
Oh, before he goes in on her, I mean, like, it's weird that that's even a conversation. How do women get a almost 7 foot guy who makes millions of dollars? They can't. They can't. Most women are never going to get that. Never. Why can't we admit that? Why can't we say that that's not the only option out there? Why can't we say that these options aren't even important? Why is it never the guy that's going to love you? The guy that's going to care for you, the guy that's going to help you raise a family, the guy that's going to do anything he can to make your life comfortable. Never those things. It's always rich, tall, looks good, good at sleeping with. It's always the unimportant things. And this is why their relationships don't last.
To try to promote this to other women, like this is what they're gonna get. That's not a thing. Be honest with you. She over here treating this guy as if he's like a mandingo, like a real.
Damn, I wanted to say it first.
What?
Yeah, because it's almost like that she's like trying to auction off her fiance. It's weird.
Like she just slapped him right in the chest. Yeah, look at it. He's strong. Look how tall he is. Feel him his
But
arm,
then
everybody.
it could just be bragging, like, hey girls, look at what I got, because women do that as well.
Yeah, this is mine. Put her arm straight and say, do some pull-ups.
Very good. 600 for the boy.
When you do what you're doing right now, Sarah, you build a group to start saying that I deserve this because I did this. You get what you get. You're about to create the next wave of women.
Yeah, my kids' class, they teach it. I swear, one of their teachers said this, and I can't forget it. They say you get what you get, and you don't get upset, right? And that's what a lot of women, they never learned that lesson. They look at what they have, and they want somebody else because somebody else got it, and they think they're better than the person that has it. It's a child's mentality.
Who are gonna be like this? I'm a PhD. You're about to create that wave. Well, technically, her and Dr. Brian, they kind of doing it already. People are weaponizing age. You're talking about red pill guys when they're not. They're actually just being honest with you. The younger lady is a better option than the older lady.
I say that to say, how, like, what is a man like you? Because a lot of people in our circle are like you. Well, not like you, but they ain't like you, but you know what I mean. But how do
they do it?
What are the intangibles?
I don't know. They can't. It's hard.
First time he was honest
you
today.
gotta give hope, babe.
I'm giving hope.
That's zero hope.
It's the crazy.
And see, I need y'all to listen to what she said. She said you need to give hope. She is a pimp preacher. And I don't know if you know what that is, but in some churches, there are pastors and preachers who sell you BS and they know it's a lie, but they tell you it because they, one, know it's going to make you feel good, so it'll keep you coming back. But when you feel good, you spend more, right? And that's exactly what she's doing to her audience. She's telling her fiance that he needs to give an inspirational message, even if it's a lie, to make them feel good. And he's saying, like, I don't know if there's a way. He's essentially saying she got lucky because there's not a lot of guys who like him at that level who's willing to take on a woman at such an advanced age. This man probably don't want kids. A lot of men want kids. They want a legacy. A lot of men don't want to deal with an older woman. They don't. And it's like to lie to these women and tell them that you all have an option. You all can have this level of success. It reminds me of the same messaging that they gave women to get them into the workplace. You all have an opportunity. You all can shine. You can have your cake and eat it too. All of these things are lies. Work is essentially a pyramid scheme. Everyone is not going to make it to the top. Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter how hard you work, how well you are at your job. None of that matters. People at the top are picked and chosen. So I went on another rant. Let me just
The
continue.
thing about it is the women that qualify, they already know.
Okay, so for the young women,
The people that we speaking to probably just not it.
okay, so I agree with you. How do they become it?
You can't. And that's his point. But you see, she's trying to force it. She's trying to force it because she knows her audience don't have it. It's the same thing that Kevin Samuels used to say. He used to say that the women who got it like that don't call his show. And he knew that. We knew that. Everybody knows that. But they lie to women to keep themselves in women's pockets. And it's sad. It's a grift. That's all this is. Most podcasts are just grifts. They don't want to help anyone. They want to extract. This is why everybody have their cash apps in their description. Although I understand it. It's another source of income. I get it. Some people want to donate to you. I get it. But there's a reason why they always have every means for you to join their courses, to give them money, because it's all for the sake of money. A lot of these people, they're not looking to help you. I hope that my advice helps somebody. I already know I grew up in the church. Everybody's not going to listen. If my videos get 15 views and one person gets something out of it and they use it in life and it makes their life better, trust me, I'm happy. You don't have to send me a dime. You don't have to do anything for me. If you want to, thank you. I'm not dumb. My godfather's mother told me almost 30 years ago, don't block a blessing when someone's trying to bless you, right? So I get it. But these people, they have their hand in your pocket. So you got to be very, very careful when you listen to them.
I don't know, man. Y'all got me feeling like Kevin Samuels or something, be reincarnated.
Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? She's trying to force something that's not real.
I don't know. It's, it's hard out here, y'all.
I want to see if they start arguing.
You just gonna leave them on no hope?
How do you actually
Can
know?
you
See?
give them 5?
And the pimp preacher always sells hope. They don't sell reality. They always tell you that a blessing is around the corner because they know if you always have hope, you'll keep coming back and keep coming back to them.
Give generously to the Lord, for he has blessed us all. Hallelujah.
Right? And I studied theology. I have a master's in theology. When I tell you most of what these pastors are doing on a weekly basis is selling hope. They know you're not going to get better. Your life is not going to get better. You're not going to find that man. They know all these things. But if I keep telling you the good thing, the positive thing, and that's what toxic positivity is, by the way. They know if they keep doing it, you'll keep coming back. And you'll keep coming back with your hands out with money to give to them.
Characteristics or traits. 5.
And it's funny that I said that because I just realized that the podcast is called The Giving Podcast. Isn't that what they call ties? It's the time for the giving. Y'all got to be careful out here and y'all got to learn.
A man is looking for in a woman. That's a fair question.
All right. Beautiful.
Okay, I agree with that.
Submissive.
I'm gonna lump that with
Let's go
beautiful.
with beautiful.
Submissive. Loving.
Just
caring.
nice.
Disciplined. Responsible.
Being like I said, you the nicest, jolliest person I know.
Sarah is not nice. She's kind.
She's not nice. I don't think she kind
I'm saying
either.
she's kind.
Nope.
I'm not a pushover, is what you're
No,
saying.
she's not a pushover.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
and I've heard you say this before. Like, that's your version of nice. Nice, polite, just a joyful person to be around.
Okay, that's
like,
fair.
that's what I mean.
Okay.
Just being a joyful person.
Okay.
We got 2 down. Having some good, sex helps.
No, because we don't teach women to have sex quickly.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, Sarah. Right now, this is not going the way you wanted to go right now. I'll be honest with you. He's technically
It's
just
not.
saying what red pill guys were saying anyways. Hey, yo, you
Yeah.
attractive? Yeah. You nice?
He's
What about
saying
them cheeks?
exactly
He's
what-
literally saying.
Talking over him. He's just saying exactly what people hate from what's called the red pill. And it's what most men want. It's not red pill. It's not blue pill. It's not offensive. It's just what it is.
Yeah, right now. So this is not going this route that you be going. You know, I gotta be disciplined. I gotta be disciplined. It's not going it right now. It's looking pretty bad.
Oh,
We didn't have sex quickly.
all right. So take that away then. What's another quality?
Y'all might have.
And it's not a good selling point, which is why it seems like she's kind of trying to steer him to give the answer she needs him to give. It's not a good marketing. What he's doing is not good for marketing. I'll tell you that much.
You mean you might just be trying to hide it now. That's what it look.
Being available.
No.
What? Not a hoe.
Okay. Not promiscuous.
That helps.
Okay. Beautiful fit, joyful disposition. Don't be promiscuous. This is good. We're getting somewhere.
We getting somewhere.
Okay.
These are all things Kevin Samuels told women, by the way. Just, I needed to throw that out. It's basic common sense and logic.
Do you care if she's smart? Would you rather have?
Yeah, I care if she's smart.
Would you rather have a beautiful idiot, meaning her IQ is low, or a universally unattractive woman that's nurturing, loving, caring, there for you, it's supportive, encouraging, and successful monetarily?
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot.
That's 2-0, right?
Well, she's gonna try to argue with him when they get off camera. That's what's gonna
Oh,
happen. If he just said that right
man.
there
I
was
wasn't
clean.
ex-
That was a
I was not expecting him to answer truthfully. Because she messed it up. She said universally ugly. That means, good Lord, like you just hard to look at.
clip right there. Oh yeah, man. I was like, would you want all these things, but she's not attractive, or a beautiful idiot? Hey, oh man, I need you to look great. This guy, I thought at first it looked like he was trying to read you and just say what you wanted him to say. Now, I don't know what to say now. That was clearly left field right there.
She pushed him to the line. He can't lie no more.
Or I don't know. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's honest.
But you see how all the women they shocked. And it's like, why is that shocking to you? You should have known that already, right? Those other things can be taught. You can learn those things over time, right? But you can't fix a universally ugly.
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot than
Ugly smart woman.
nurturing girl. That's just me. Like,
It's not just you. I feel like we're asking all the men this, and they're all saying the same thing.
Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
And it's interesting because she probably considers herself beautiful, right? Which, again, if she was universally ugly, you think he would be with her? Like, let's be real. Let's be all the way real. Man, that took a turn. All right, I'm going to say this. I'm looking at this brother's face, and this brother does not look happy, like at all. He looked like he tired of these questions. He's not trying to tell you what you want to hear. He ready to go. Like this brother, man, does not look like he wants to be there at all. It wouldn't surprise me if this relationship don't make it very far past today or past this podcast. They probably arguing right now.
What do you mean why?
Men are aesthetically leading.
I don't need you to calculate my math problem. You know, why? You know, nurturing is cool, but we got Uber Eats too. You know, I would love to have all of it. Don't get me wrong. Give it to me. Give me beautiful, smart, you know, nurturing, all of that. But if I had to choose between an ugly girl that got it all and a beautiful girl that got some of it, I'm gonna take the beautiful girl.
Okay, what about you, Sarah?
Look, she's-
Would you choose an ugly man?
See, that's, you know, I can answer that for you.
Hold on, she is tight right now. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Over here, open it up and stuff. Hold on. Look.
Ugly girl that got it all
I need y'all to look at her reaction.
and a beautiful girl that got some of it. I'm gonna take the beautiful girl.
Okay, what
She was not happy at that response. But look how fast she snaps on the fake persona as soon as the girl asks her a question. Watch this.
about you, Sarah? Would you
Snap
choose
on.
an ugly man?
Now
See,
she,
you know, I
look
can
at
answer that
that
for you.
fake
I
smile.
can answer that for you.
I'm curious.
You gonna answer for me?
Yeah. Oh, so would she choose an ugly man that had it all
Yes.
versus a handsome guy?
That has nothing? Absolutely not.
He has nothing? Well, he got something?
Maybe 30%.
She gonna go with the ugly guy.
Right.
Sure.
I know this.
Yeah, because she's chasing the money, which is like, and knowing that about your fiance it speaks volumes about him. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't have money, she wouldn't talk to you, but yet you're sitting here on this dumb podcast asking stupid questions, trying to make her happy. And that's the problem with weak men, boy, I tell you. But women like her, they end up with weak men. I want to make a video like, do manipulative women love weak men? Or like simps or things like that. I've seen something similar, and I kind of want to speak to that.
For a fact.
10,000%.
Yeah, she gonna go with the ugly
Because
guy.
women aren't aesthetic. Women want safety and security. Just because you look good, you can't do nothing for me, with me.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
get it.
point. I don't want
That's not completely true.
you.
And we the opposite.
That's a hazard. And men are aesthetic. So I'm not surprised. Masculine men are aesthetic. Feminine women are seeking safety and security. It's just the laws of nature, you know? Like, and
Her face didn't look like it agreed with the laws of nature.
it's not that one is bad or the other's right or wrong. Or there is none of that. It's just human nature for the most part.
Well, not well. Big screen. Actually, said, if you want me to be honest with you, human nature.
All right, so here's the funny thing, and it seems like women are trying to reprogram men to the best of their ability as much as humanly possible, and it's not working. They thought Kevin Samuels was misogynistic because he told them he was the voice of men. He told them what men want. They didn't like it, so he hated women. I constantly tell women the same thing. It's like, as much as we like things to work a certain way, that's not the way the world works. They call me misogynistic. They want to fight everything except reality. You can't beat reality. So like, these women, they have problems because of their mentality. And older women don't stand a chance against younger women in the open dating market. Does it mean that they don't have value? No. But do they have high market value? No. It's not to hurt them. It's not to harm them. So here's a solution. It might be over for you as an older person. It might not. I wouldn't say give up, but I would say you may not know what the future holds for you, but what you can do is you can help someone else's future. Stop being selfish. If you know that it's hard as you get older, tell these young girls the truth. Stop telling them these fairy tales so it makes them feel good. Tell them the harsh reality so they learn to make changes while they still have time. That's one of the things I learned from this video. I hope that other people learn the same. Because when we as men, we don't do that. We don't tell young men everything's rainbow and sunshine. We say, look, Negro, if you don't get it together, you're going to lose it all. You're going to be homeless. Keep playing. Like, you might be pretty now. You might be getting the girls now. But keep this up at 40 and have no money and see how it's going to work for you. We tell them the truth. I wish women would do the same. All right. This was a good one. I'll holler at y'all soon.
Thanks for listening to the Center Ground Podcast. We'll be back soon with some more great content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. We are a new channel, and growth is essentially our main objective. So send us an email at centerground.pod@gmail.com with any ideas or clips you would like for us to review. This was definitely fun, and I'd say let's do it again. But before you go, always remember, greatness lives somewhere within you. Just make sure you're taking the time to find the key to unlock that greatness. Until we meet again, I'll see you soon.